Did you notice that?
Yeah, kind of thought so. Been here a long time. Haven't seen a ball get lodged ever. Just caught a tough break there. He put a really good swing on that pitch and, ultimately end up second and third with nobody out with guys that made contact and just didn't get it done. But I thought his at-bat was great. Just kind of didn't bounce our way there.
We'll stay over there with Gregor. Go ahead. It's not working.
Go ahead. John, you guys obviously led the league in come from behind victories this year. Just as the ninth inning started to unfold there, did you kind of think that you guys were in store for something special there?
Yeah, I always like our chances, whether you start with a hit by pitch, hit, walk, whatever. You kind of like the way that was kind of unfolding and who was due up and things like that. But yeah, it just didn't work out tonight. It's baseball happens sometimes.
Mike in the center.
Hey, John. Kirk obviously is removed for the running, but how's his hand?
I think he's okay. He's going to get x-rays just to make sure. Just spoke with him quickly, but I think he's fine.
Was there, could the umpires have scored straw on that? Was there a discussion there?
No, lodge ball's two bases no matter where the runner is.
Other questions for John? Yeah, Ron, go ahead. Ron, go ahead.
So, on Max, just how confident are you always in him, especially in Game 7 situations?
Very, him, everyone. It's the two best words in sports. Game 7. No better guy to have on the mound to kind of navigate the emotions, the stuff. Max has been getting ready for Game 7 when he knew he was pitching Game 3. So all the confidence in the world in him and everyone tomorrow.
After Game 3, did he walk up to you and say Game 7 is next?
No, we talked about it before the series. Once he was Game 3, he knew he was Game 7.
Second row, you're right, John.
John, just what's your message to the group and to the fan base heading into tomorrow night?
See you tomorrow. It's going to be electric here. I mean, these guys, it's business as usual, although it's coming down to one game. You know what I mean? These guys are really good at kind of just turning the page. That'll take a while to kind of unpack. That's a wild ending. I love the way we played. Yamamoto was really good again. Had our chances with guys on base kind of as the game went on. They're going to be ready to play tomorrow. Everyone's going to be ready to play. I expect them to be playing cards around 1 p.m. tomorrow and kind of shooting the shit with everyone. It's going to be fun here. But to the fans, I say, see you tomorrow night. Be loud, be rowdy, and we're going to be ready to play.
Do a couple more. Mike in the middle.
Did you see anything before Game 7 of the last series that makes you think, I mean, obviously besides the win, but like the preparation and trying to keep it as normal as possible, that makes you think they can do that again?
Yeah, I think they can win every night,
I just mean like keep it normal.
Yeah, they did that. You know what I mean? We've done that a lot. We've done that a lot this year. And we got voices in the clubhouse and people in the coaching staff that will keep it normal tomorrow. It's going to be fun. You know what I mean? It's going to be 3 or 4 or 5 hours of mayhem and great baseball. You know what I mean? But these guys are going to be ready for it. Hopefully they get to slow some things down, but enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's Game 7 of the World Series at your home stadium. I mean, what the hell else do you want?
Did you ever imagine you could be managing a big game in November?
Yeah. That's why we do it. You know what I mean? October, November. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Do two last ones, John and then Shy, or Shy and then John. Shy, go ahead.
John, what did you hear from George over the course of the game, and how did his swings look to you based on what you were expecting and how it played out on the field?
Yeah, he was good throughout. I thought, his at-bat quality was normal. First one, the RBI single, took a good swing on a first pitch sinker, ground out, and then just battled his ass off, for the hit there to down the first base line. I think if Georgie was, even if he wasn't good, he wouldn't tell me. You know what I mean? So everything in between, innings and as the game went on, I try to kind of stay away from him too. But he was good.
And what was your read of how you guys handled Yamamoto this time versus the other time? There were, as you mentioned, a few more chances. But
yeah, I thought
the big hit.
Yeah, it was eerily similar to Game 2. Between him and Gauze. I don't want to overlook what Kev did too. You know what I mean? I mean, coming out of the chute the way he did, and just the one inning again. You know what I mean? And they had a couple big swings. But I thought our bats were better. I thought we made him work. I did think getting him out after the 6th was going to benefit us, and we were damn close to getting it done. But I thought the at-bats were better. We had some chances. I really think, too, like even in the first inning, kind of a hang and breaking ball to Vlad. Double plays helped him a couple times, but I thought our at-bats were better. He's a damn good pitcher.
Do two last quick ones, John and Joel.
I'm assuming Varland is going to pitch because he pitches every game.
Yeah.
But, is everybody but Gosman available tomorrow to get in the game?
Yep. Everyone that is active on the roster will be available to pitch, maybe even Kev, So it'll be all hands on deck tomorrow.
We'll finish with Joel.
Just your thoughts on intentionally walking Ohtani in
Yeah.
the third with the open base. He hadn't hit recently, but I guess it's Ohtani, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's something we talked about before the series. If there's an obvious chance to take the bat out of his hands, yeah, we're going to do it. Again, man, they have really good hitters up and down their lineup. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't sometimes. You're always playing with fire with the caliber of Will Smith, Freddie Freeman, and Mookie Betts. You know what I mean? So you take your chances. You're putting some extra traffic on there, but you take your chances with Kev, I like the way he was throwing the ball with the split and just a couple heaters. Or a split to Will and then a heater to Mookie that beat us. But that was our plan from the get-go.
All right, Schneider, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for staying tomorrow, John. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is on his way down, and he'll be with his translator. For the Blue Jays, Kevin Gossman will be available shortly outside of the Blue Jays backdrop. All right, Yoshinobu, congrats on another great game. Hiro, thanks for being here. Who has the first question? Who has the first question for Yoshi? English or Japanese, anything? We'll start with AJ in the fourth row on your left.
How did you feel tonight about your outing? And were 6 innings about kind of what you expected, or did you expect to keep going there? How did you feel generally about the outing?
今日の、登板に関してどうでしたか、6回いけましたけど、もうちょっと行きたかったですか。
立ち上がり、前回、ピンチの入りだったので、今日は、立ち上がりを、特に集中して、いい結果にいい入りができたので、そこから、調子自体は良かったので、ランナーはためながらでしたけど、なんとか、6回までリードを守りながら、次につなぐことができました。はい、良かったと思います。
Last outing, I was in trouble early on. So today, because I was trying to little more careful, and then even though, because as the game went on, even though I was I had to pitch with the runners on, but I think I did a good my job.
And what did you think of the job the bullpen did behind you, and what did you think of the way the game ended?
ブルペンの今日の働きについてどう思われますか。
リードを守って、最後まで行きましたし、ピンチはもちろんありましたけど、今日の試合に勝てたので、最高だったと思います。
Even because we still had a lead 2 runs, and then I think what it mattered was we won today.
Third row straight ahead, Yoshi.
今日6回で交代を告げられたときに、まずどんな気持ちだったか、あとはどれぐらいまだまだ投げられる感覚があったのか教えてください。
What was on your mind? You were coming out of the game after 6th inning, and then how much more you could go?
6回投げ終わったときは、もちろん次もう1イニング、行くつもりで、ベンチには戻りましたけど、交代ということだったんで。なんとかリードを守って次につなぐっていうのはやっぱりすごく大事なことなので、それが、できたのは、すごく良かったですし、少しホッとする気持ちもありました。
I was in my mind. I was ready.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, I was ready for another inning, but my job, the most important part was to hold on to protect our lead, and then pass it to the guys coming behind me.
Second row on your left, Dylan.
お疲れ様です。 明日もし中継ぎが抑えで必要とされたら投げられると思いますか？
Tomorrow, if they need you to come in, would you be ready?
もちろん、行けと言われたら行きますけど、できれば応援を頑張りたい。はい、お願いします。
If they ask me to go out, and then I'd be ready, but I want to do my very best to cheer my team.
Go to the third row on your left, guys.
お疲れ様です。もう一回ちょっと投球に戻りたいんですけど、6回ピンチを迎えた場面、あそこで多分最後のバッター狙い通りだと思うんですけど、三振多分狙って取ったと思うんですけど、あの場面ちょっと振り返っていただいてどういう気持ちだったか。
And the sixth inning, when you're in trouble, were you chasing for a strikeout?
ちょっとビシェットの打席で、少しこう力が入りすぎて、この良くない方に、少し調子がいってたので、そこで一回こう、冷静になって、余分な力を抜いてとにかく低く制球していけたので、いい結果になってよかったです。
When I was facing Bichette, I was kind of like throwing unnecessary tension.
You can keep going. Yeah.
And then, but because I reset my mind and then my mechanics, and then I think I was able to grind.
Go to the fourth row on your left. Excuse the microphones, but go ahead. Yes.
前回の対戦を踏まえた上で、今日もスプリットの割合結構多かったと思うんですけど、どういうブルージェイズ打線に対して攻めをしようとして、うまくいったところだったんでしょうか。
ごめんなさい。もう一回最初の方。
前回の対戦を踏まえた上で、今日もスプリット多かったですが、どういう攻めをしようとされたのか。
From the last outing facing them, you're throwing many splitters today as well. And then what was your approach today's game?
前回に続いての対戦だったので、その相手の待ち方だったり、どういう球を狙ってくるかとか、多少探りながら、投げた配球も多かったですし、そうですね、探りながらになったので、ちょっと迷った時はスプリット行くことが多かったですし、結果的に、最初失点で抑えれたんでよかったと思います。
I was checking how they react to my pitches today, and then when I was not sure what to throw, I was leaning on the splitters today.
Second row straight ahead, Barry.
Hey guys, you played with Sasaki and Otani in the World Baseball Classic in that elimination game with the U.S. How does this compare to now you're going to the Game 7 of the World Series with those two guys?
今日負けたら終わりっていうワールドシリーズと、WBC で、大谷さん、佐々木さんと戦った違いって何かありましたか？
どうでしょうね。何が違うかはよく分かんないですけど、全く別物かなと、感じました。はい。
I'm not exactly sure what's the difference between those two games, but that what was it?
どちらも違う。
These two games are completely different things.
How about just playing in Game 7 of the World Series with them?
How
about just playing in Game 7 of the World Series with them?
ゲーム明日第7戦はどういうふうに考えてますか？感じてますか？
やっぱり一戦一戦は、どの試合も、すごくプレッシャーのかかる、落とせない試合が、続いていると、感じますね。明日も、プレーする人は大変だと思います。
Every game I go out then pitch, because I always feel because I don't want to lose. We can't afford to lose. And then tomorrow's game, in terms of tomorrow's game, I think that would be really hard for the players out there.
And we'll do two last ones. Fourth row straight ahead.
お疲れ様です。 第3戦延長の時に、この前ブルペンでも肩を作っていて、本当に負担のかかる試合だったり日が続いていると思うんですけど、そこら辺今日の体への影響だったりとか、後半ちょっと抜ける球も少しあったと思うんですけど、そこら辺の体の状態っていかがだったか教えてください。
すみません。
Game 3, this series for you, there's a lot of physically really hard, especially Game 3, you have to go out and then prepare just in case they ask you to go out. And then how those tough days during this series are affecting you physically?
約この1週間で2往復目のトロントなので、そういった疲れは少し感じてましたけど、投球自体の調子は、試合前回と比べてすごく今日の方が良かったですし、結果的には、6イニングで、ピンチも抱えながらにはなりましたけど、野球の調子自体は今日の方が良かったかなと感じました。
Physically it's not easy, and then this is like a second trip to Toronto. So, however, compared to my last outing, actually today I was feeling a little better.
You'll finish up in the second row on your left.
6回ワンアウトの場面でお客さんが入ってきたところあったと思うんですけど、あそこにちょっと時間が空いてしまったところで冷静さを保った方法だとか気持ちの切り替えた方法を教えてください。
In the sixth inning, the guy jumped in the field, and then probably that affected your rhythm. But how did you reset your mind or maintain your concentration?
なかなかない間というか、そういった時間だったので、ちょっと嫌な感じはありましたけど、その後2球ぐらい投球練習して、調子も良かったんで、気にせず投げれました。
That's a rare case. That kind of things happen very rarely. And then I just didn't like it, but I just like it. I was allowed to pitch a couple pitches, and then so I maintained my composure.
All right, Yoshi, congrats on another spectacular game. Hero, thank you. From the Dodgers, we're expecting Will Smith and Dave Roberts. All right. Congrats, Doc, on a spectacular win. Who's got the first question? We'll start with Barry in the middle.
With Glass now doing the last two batters, what's your pitching situation lined up now for tomorrow?
Not sure the pitching situation, but Glass will be available. Everyone will be available.
You don't know who you're going to start yet?
No,
That's
not
TBD?
yet. TBD.
Okay.
Other questions for Doc? We'll go to Dylan in the second row.
When you say everyone, does that include Yamamoto?
Not Yamamoto. Sorry.
We'll go to Katie in the third row.
Dave, first, your thoughts on how that bottom of the ninth inning transpired?
Wow, gets 0-2 to Kirk and hits him with the split, and then Barger gets a fastball, good piece of hitting, and from that point on, for me, I just felt that, Roki wasn't as sharp, and I just felt we needed some swing and miss, and Glass was the guy. So I had him loose, kind of looming, and just a situation. I was, the pop up was huge. But I was looking for somebody that can get some swing and miss and some kind of elite stuff, and that's why I decided to go with Glass.
Justin Dean comes in as a defensive replacement, and obviously the game finds you right away. But his awareness to signal that play dead immediately allowed it to just be a two-base rule. What can you say about his cognizance there?
No, it was great, but, as the rule is current, you want to play that ball actually, and you can go back and replay the lodged ball. But he still was aware of it being lodged, and then the outfield umpire kind of blew it dead as well. So it worked out great, but certainly good awareness.
Third row on your right, Doc.
Hey, Dave. Were you happy with the changes you made to the lineup tonight?
I was. First off, Miggy played the heck out of second base and made some huge plays. And we were hoping for that kind of energy infusion tonight. We got that from Miggy. Obviously, the Kike play, the double play, but in between ball was huge from Kike to Miggy to end the game. And then Mookie, I liked him. We talked about letting the game come to him a little bit, and he got a huge hit for us.
Should we expect a similar lineup tomorrow?
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like what we were doing. Yeah.
Standing on your far left in the corner, John.
Yeah, is Otani possible to start tomorrow?
It's a possibility.
More likely to start than relief due to the rules?
It's a possibility. We're not
Okay,
certain, but it's a possibility.
Is Glass now a possibility to start?
Glass now is a possibility to pitch tomorrow. They're all
Everybody's
possibilities,
possible.
John. That's right.
Okay, got you, Doc.
Sorry, John.
Doc, did you consider dropping Betts even further down than 4 or out of the lineup at all?
Not at
and
all.
if not, why?
Because he's one of our guys, and I'm going to, as they say, ride or die with him. And so I felt that, putting him in the 4 slows things down, lets the game come to him, but I'm not going to run for Mookie Betts. He's just too good of a player. And so that was not a consideration.
Seated right near Joel in the third row.
Piggyback on the previous question. If the Shohei agreed with it, what kind of conversation did you have with him for tomorrow?
Just kind of figuring out what his temperature is on starting versus coming out of the pen. And so we're close to a decision.
He never pitched it with a 3 days rest in the regular season. Are you confident to send him out to the mound?
I am. We all are. This is Game 7, so there's a lot of things that people haven't done, and you've just got to trust your players and try to win a baseball game.
Go to Ron and then AJ. Ron up front.
As the ball flares off Jimenez's bat, what's going through your mind till you see?
Stay up in the air. And Kike just gets great jumps. He is one of my favorite baseball players to watch. He's one of the headiest baseball players I've ever been around. And, even just the getting off on the ball, the awareness to get to his arm, get the ball into second base. He's just a heck of a baseball player. And he did that, I think, from left field to first base too in another series, or it might have been this series. But heck of a baseball player, heck of a play.
And when you looked up, were you surprised he was there?
He got a good jump on it. I was praying.
And we'll go to AJ in the fourth row on your left, Doc.
What did you think of Yamamoto today, and what went into the decision to lift him after 6 innings?
He was good. I thought Yamamoto was very good, actually. I just felt that Vladdy at bat, the Bichette at bat, certainly gets out of that 6th inning. But I just felt that I wanted to give Robo a clean inning, and I just didn't feel great about somebody potentially cleaning up his mess in the 7th, and I felt that was just Yamamoto did his job for the night, in my opinion.
Third row on your right, Doc.
Hi, Doc. Putting Wroblewski up in the mound today was a hard decision. How you felt with that?
Well, it's never good taking Yamamoto out of a game, certainly in a playoff game. But I think the way that Robo's been throwing the baseball, his confidence, it's a different look, and I trust him. I felt he was the right guy for that part of the order.
Standing in the back left, John.
Yeah, you won a couple of elimination games last year, and you won, obviously, today's elimination game. Your team seemed loose. How do you feel about tomorrow?
I feel great. John. We're gonna leave it out there. I don't think that the pressure, the moment's going to be too big for us. We got to go out there and win one baseball game. We've done that all year. Everyone's bought in, and so I don't know how the game's going to play out. But as far as kind of the moment, winning a game, I couldn't be more excited to get to sleep and wake up to play a baseball game tomorrow.
A couple last ones for Doc. All right, Doc.
All right, thanks,
we'll
guys.
see you for Game 7.
Yep.
Will Smith will be down in a couple minutes. All right, we'll get started with All-Star catcher Will Smith. Who's got the first question? We'll start with Dylan in the second row.
From your vantage point, what do you see on that last play there?
Yeah, Kike made a really good play, really good read on that ball. I think he was playing a little shallower just because of the situation. Barger probably got a little giddy and wanted to score a tying run. But yeah, Miggy made one heck of a pick. That was awesome.
Third row on your left, Will.
What was in your mind when Shohei got the intentional walk? Did you expect that, and what was your approach at bat?
Yeah. As soon as Tommy, hit the double, you're kind of playing through it, and I knew if Miggy got out, they're probably going to walk him. So I was, prepared for that. I was able to hit a splitter that get the barrel on it, and drive him in.
Fourth row, straight ahead, Daisuke.
Simply, what did you see from Yamamoto today?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. Gave up the one run, gave us 6 strong innings. That's what we needed today. Was a good start out of him. It wasn't his 9-inning complete game like he's done recently, but 6 strong innings from him. We needed it.
Other questions for Will? Yeah, Dylan and then Mike.
Dave was in here earlier saying that everybody, except for Yamamoto, would be available tomorrow. I'm guessing we'll see a good party rotation there. What are kind of the challenges of maybe preparing for a game like that, where we might see just like an assembly line of guys coming in?
Yeah, you just go one pitch at a time. Have those conversations with the pitching coaches, what we need to do. Who's coming up and all that. Just one inning, one pitch at a time.
And the next row, Mike.
Just thoughts on playing a winner take all tomorrow.
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. We work all year long to be in this situation, to win a ball game and win a World Series. So it should be a fun one tomorrow.
Go to the third row, straight ahead, Will. Straight ahead, yeah.
So, how did you feel about today's Yoshinobu compared to his pitching in the second game? And did you think it would be tough for him to take the mound in the seventh?
No, I thought, obviously Game 2 was masterful by him. I thought he was really good tonight as well. They did a better job today, kind of getting his pitch count up, getting him out of the ball game. I thought he gave us 6 strong innings and, turned the ball over to the bullpen.
Third row on your left, Will.
Dave said Roki wasn't really sharp today. What did you see, and how you tried to navigate him?
Yeah, I've definitely seen, him better, especially in the postseason. It's just kind of keep attacking, figuring out what you can strike, where the splitter's at, where you can get some swing and miss, just playing the game, with what he's got. The 8th inning was big, putting up a 0 there. Unfortunately, we hit Kirk with the 0-2 count, splitter, and then the base hit. But Tyler's able to come behind him and, pick him up.
We'll go to Ron up front.
When the ball went off Jimenez's bat, did you at first see Kike in your vision? Were you?
I know where he was playing. It comes off the bat. You don't know if it's going to bleed in there or not. But, once I saw him have a good jump, he seemed like he was going to catch it. I wasn't expecting a double play until, you see where the runner is. That was a really good play.
Anything else for Will? All right, Will, congrats. We'll see you for Game 7. Get some sleep. See ya. And that concludes the post game. We'll email out tomorrow's schedule as soon as we have it. I imagine it'll be similar to today's. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you for Game 7.